Ayo.
Good morning.
It's not
I
morning.
hope I scared you.
It's not
It's morning for one of them.
For
At
one-
least one of them.
No, more than one of them.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just one.
Central and Pacific people.
Just one. That
Just
guy
one.
living out on the island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Good morning.
Good morning.
To you and your seabirds.
Can we we need to do a compilation of all of our intros and put them together. Anyway, happy Friday. Happy Friday to all of our alphas in the Alpha Holiday Boot Camp right now. If you missed out on that, I'm sorry. We did lots of advertising. Though I know that many of you are probably new to my channel. So,
Hi.
Hi, how you doing? Come back next year. We'll have it again. Or join Handmade Alpha Academy in December, on December 1st, because you get the Alpha Holiday Boot Camp for free every year, and you get the past boot camps as well. So if you missed it, then you can get the past ones. There's a waiting list down below for Handmade Alpha Academy. It doesn't obligate you to buy it, but it ensures that you get an email when we open so that you don't miss that too. Because clearly, if you keep missing things, you need that reminder, right? I need that reminder.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
What she said.
I've been working on day 6 of the Alpha Holiday Boot Camp for like 12 hours a day every day. So I'm very exhausted, but it'll be ready by tomorrow. So yay. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. We are going to be talking about the new Canva magic tools. I only played with one of them. I played with one and then I decided I better stop, because if I want to do a video on it and give it like an honest review and show you guys, you know, how I navigate it my first time around, then I don't want to go in and master everything, right? I want to just learn it with you. So that's what we're doing today. It's going to be a more relaxed live stream. The one tool that I played with, I don't think I told you this. The one tool that I did play with, I actually had to use it while I was editing one of the bootcamp videos. And I actually needed it. I realized, oh crap, this is a feature that I actually can use frequently. Basically, I was putting up like Instagram logo, TikTok logo, YouTube logo, and I had these cool like 3D versions of all these logos. They almost look like little clay objects. But there wasn't one for Pinterest in any of Canva's, element library. So I found the normal Pinterest logo in the element library, and I was able to use one of the tools to turn it into like 3D, almost like a bubble thing. So I actually did end up using it, and it worked really well for what I needed it for. So maybe you guys will be able to think of some creative ways to use it as well. Before we get started, I did want to say that we will be making our big donation to St. Jude from everybody who joined the boot camp on the final day of registration. There was a $20 upcharge on every registration, almost as like a penalty for waiting till the last minute. And those $20 upcharges all get donated to St. Jude. So we will be doing that next week, probably on Friday. We are up to $2,600 so far for St. Jude, so we appreciate all of you who have donated so far. You guys can donate anytime during the live stream. It goes directly to St. Jude. We don't see any of that. So, yeah. Oh, and you're getting compliments on your sweatshirt. Where did you get it?
Well, congratulations. I got it at a shop of books and cold brews on Etsy. It's a nice Etsy shop.
Who owns that Etsy shop?
I don't know, but she's super hot.
Oh, Michelle?
Yes, Michelle.
We love you, Michelle.
You're hot too, Michelle.
Me and Michelle Badger, we have a brand new Etsy shop. We just opened it. We've got 3 wholesales. Woo! But if you're interested in checking that out, we are officially licensed by several different authors, and we will be having a Court of Thorns and Roses collection coming out very, very soon for our Christmas collection, because the books are by Sarah Maas, and we got official licensing by Sarah Maas. Are you ready?
Whatever you say, babe. Are
you ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, I suppose.
All right. You get everything all shuffled about. I'm actually going to be doing a video, not this upcoming Tuesday, but probably the Tuesday after, for all of our print on demand people, or people interested in print on demand. Mark and I are going to go through all of my samples that I got for our products for our upcoming Sarah Maas collection. I decided to do like an ultimate holiday printify haul because I had to order so many products. I think I spent like almost $500. And we're gonna go through and just show how some of the prints on the samples are. That way, if you're curious, like how the Christmas ornaments, the clear glass ornaments that they're offering this year, how those look. I'll be going through and doing almost like a little review, a ultimate holiday printify haul. What are you doing? Where are you going?
Turning off all the loud stuff that we neglected to turn off before the stream.
Why are you leaving me? Don't leave me.
I found a better sugar mama.
Don't a better sugar mama.
Mm-hmm.
Who? Jennifer
don't worry
Aniston.
about it.
Jennifer Aniston.
That one.
Annifer Jeniston.
Mm-hmm. Got my lady Melinda Gates hitting me up. She wants me to be the CEO of Microsoft. Yeah, go ahead.
Will you screen share? Quit talking.
Let me get the chat going.
Nobody wants to hear your feedback.
Sorry, I'm tired today, guys.
All right.
Oh.
So let's do it. When you get to Canva, you'll have an option to check out their Magic Studio. Of all of these new tools, the Magic Morph is the only one that I have played with. So I'm actually going to start with that one just so I don't start this stream completely confused. I am also learning today. So we'll go ahead and just try Magic Morph. Now, the cool thing about Canva is they give you, basically a tutorial within their tool. So when you click on a new tool, you actually have to follow their tutorial. So select the white star, write Milky Lime Matte Balloon in the box on the left toolbar. I'm just going to unlock that element so I can copy. And then we'll paste in their prompt. Click Magic Morph.
Didn't even need to do that. It looks like it did it on its own.
Is it? No.
No.
There we go.
Clicked out of the element. That was your fault.
And then we'll let it go and it will populate a couple different examples. I can see this being useful if you needed to create like, I don't know, maybe like a party invitation, but you needed a specific shaped balloon or you needed a specific texture. So here's a couple different options. I kind of like
that one. The one on the top's okay.
That one? Yeah.
Yeah, it's got like a reflection on the back of it.
If we went
a little bit.
If we went into edit, if we went into edit,
no edit.
If we went into edit, if we tried to edit it, it's not letting me. If we close that and then we tried to edit it, it will only give us the option for Magic Morph. Okay, let's do this on our own. When I played with this, what I created was absolute nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
In fact,
do you need the paid version for these new tools?
I believe so. Yes, I believe that these are Canva Pro features. Okay, so I gave it this image and I told it to make her have a scary monster mouth, and this is what it generated, as well as this one. So let's see what other nightmare fuel it.
That's the guy that comes and talks to you when you take too much NyQuil.
The Hat Man.
That's not the Hat Man. That's the Hood Man. That's one step beyond Hat Man.
All right, so let's give it a prompt. Give it like a cat.
Cat.
Or we're looking for an element, I guess. Okay. Which one do we want to morph up?
Well, the first one's easy.
This one?
Yeah.
Cute. Okay.
Perfect. It's watercolor, so it'll be kind of difficult for it to figure out.
All right, let's do. We'll click Edit Photo, and we will.
You looking for Magic Edit?
Oh no, it's down here. Magic Morph. Okay. What do we want to? I'm thinking. Can we change it to pink realistic fur or pink textured fur? Pink.
I was reading comments. Pink textured fur.
Fur. Okay. Is he not selected? Oh, doesn't support this element. Okay, so we need a more basic element. I got it.
Do it then.
I will.
Do it then.
I will do it. Let's just grab a basic one and see if it'll do it. All right.
Doesn't support this element.
Oh my goodness. You don't got to do all that. Let's see. Will it do it? Let's try a couple of them.
Do a non-pro element just in case it's a pro issue.
Okay.
It might not be altering pro elements. Somebody said that it's not pro.
Oh, I thought it was. Okay.
Or they just said no right after that. Maybe they weren't referring
Search
to that.
girl.
Girl.
Okay. Yeah, this is
That one on the top right's had way too much sugar.
all right. We'll grab, I think, this one, and I'm trying to find like some really simple ones.
I'm just a girl said this thing kind of sucks.
And this one.
No, I don't think that it sucks. I just think that we don't understand the rules for it yet.
I mean, this stuff just rolled out.
Where's in your pocket said I think it only works on photos, not graphics. No, because she used it on a graphic.
Yeah, it does work on graphics. Now I can't get.
I thought it was.
No, it's not there anymore. Let's try this again, and I can just grab those photos straight out of my recently used.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, and then we go into elements. All right. And then we need magic morph. And then we
Currently
need.
doesn't support this element.
Oh my goodness.
It might just be broken.
Can I get like any example that works today?
Why don't you pull open one of the ones that you've done before and see if it'll let you do it? Because it might just be broken. These are all pro elements that you're selecting. So
Were they all? Oh, here's one.
That one worked. Cool.
Cool. Okay.
Delete the chick out of there. She's crappy.
All right. So let's try the pink realistic fur. And we'll see how that works. Okay. I wish that they would give you some indication of what can be used. You know what I mean? Like, which of their elements can you use for this tool?
They probably have a press release or something somewhere about the tool that tells you, like,
oh, no.
that's nightmare fuel.
Okay. So, that's how the magic morph tool works. Yeah, this is interesting. Let me show you what I did and how I actually used.
Turned it into a badger. What?
Let me show you how I use the tool. Can you search Pinterest? Okay. So I had all these 3D logos that looked really cool. The only Pinterest one that I could find that was 3D was this one, and it was blue, and I didn't want to use a blue one. I also wanted it to be a circle. So with this example, can you type in 3D red bubble balloon? Okay. I believe that this is the prompt that I gave it. We'll see if that works. In the meantime, let's select what our next tool is. Magic Switch, effortlessly change the size and format of your designs. So this is kind of something that they've already had. I don't know why they made, I mean, unless there's something that I've missed about it. Basically, you can take any of your documents, and if I wanted to switch this into an Instagram story or an Instagram post, for example, it will resize them. Aside from that, let's see. Transform into doc. Turn your design into a summary, a blog, or song lyrics. Okay.
Email, blog post, poem, song lyrics. Try email, because that's like the only one here that would be useful to most people.
Okay.
Because if you had an image and you weren't quite sure how you wanted to describe it or something, having it auto.
Well, let's go back to our other tab while we're waiting. Okay. So, yeah.
Hey, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. So.
Can you delete the original? Thank you.
So I thought that this was pretty useful. I will definitely be using this when I can't find something that matches the style of other elements that I've used. And I like that you get a couple different options so that you can choose. So that's the Magic Morph tool.
Raven Wish said Magic Switch is a better version of their resize. Works better. I've used it a lot.
Got it. Okay. So
It did exactly what I said. It made an email based just on an image.
interesting.
That's pretty sick.
Okay, can we do that? Let's design something.
You should delete the prior slides because I think it bases it off of everything in your project.
Okay, so let's go ahead and delete these. And let's maybe make a fake like product email. Let's say like, I don't know. Let's do like the Alpha Holiday Bootcamp. Alpha Holiday Bootcamp. I'm probably using this tool completely wrong, but
Hey,
we can use their Magic Write option. Hold on a minute. Quit. Okay. Rewrite. Okay, so let's do the Alpha Holiday Bootcamp is a... You gotta spell it right. 7-day workshop for craft businesses. Okay, so let's see. First of all, let's see if we can get this. We'll do the rewrite. Okay, sure. That's very ChatGPT-y. Sounds good.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT-y. What happens if we like, I'm just wondering if we like change some elements. What if we did like, can you type in wolf? And then we'll just like, I don't know, we'll just grab a wolf and stick it on there. I just want to make sure that I'm using this tool correctly. And then, I don't know, I'll stick this on here. There you guys go. You like my flyer for my workshop? All right, let's do magic switch.
I've seen worse.
That is true. All right, let's see what it does if we transform that into an email. In the meantime, since we're done with this tool, let's see. Magic Animate. Bring your designs to life with motion. Again, that's something else that we've already had. Let's see.
Yeah, I was confused, Deborah.
Magic Animate. Professional.
So it like animates your slides for you.
Yeah, animations are kind of already something that they've offered. So I'm not going to preview that one.
That does it automatically. That's the difference.
Yeah, but they've already do that. They've already got an overhead tool that will allow you.
Probably works better. They wouldn't be introducing a new tool if it didn't offer something new.
Let's
Can you
see.
turn Bubbers into a superhero and animate it? Probably.
Hey there, great news for all craft business owners. We're hosting an Alpha Holiday Bootcamp. It's a 7-day workshop designed to help you get your business holiday ready. Our goal is to empower you with the necessary skills and strategies to maximize your holiday sales. So if you're looking to take your business to the next level this holiday season, our bootcamp is just the place for you. Okay.
Okay, you know what? With very little
Right. With
content,
only this much information.
that's not bad. And then you could take something like that, reword it in your own words, and voila, you spent an hour last time drafting something up.
Granted, you could achieve the same thing with ChatGPT.
You could, but you wouldn't have to pay for both if you just had this.
That's true. That's true.
But then you'd have to do everything based on an image that you put on the screen. So
Yeah. Okay, so I'll go ahead and try this Magic Animate just to see. This seems for like video slides. Okay. Okay, so that's their neon effect. Yeah, it's cool because it's one click where you can get everything added in.
yeah, you don't have to go in and animate every individual element.
So my only thing is that if we go into our slides and we click,
I don't know if this would be something that would be very useful for handmade businesses.
yeah, because all these features have already.
This seems more like something that would be somebody that actually like makes business presentations and stuff.
Well,
you know
you
what I
could
mean?
use this for anything. If you had like a marketing photo, so let's see, for example,
I don't think you know what you're looking for. You're just making crap up.
for example, here, I'll just use one of their templates.
Okay.
And then I will go down and what was it called? That's Magic Morph.
Annual launch event.
Annual launch event.
Do Drive Activity Center.
If
ReallyGreatSite.com.
if I were to grab, see, I can already do all of this. Oh, Magic Animate. Okay.
The written description is where it takes your image and writes a description. Huge time saver. Canva
Got
has
it.
videos on how to's right in the app.
Cool. Yeah, see, here's how you could take like a marketing photo and use this Magic Animate on it. Okay.
I use the animation every day. Great way to make my product photos and a video for my listings.
Yeah, absolutely. We talk about it during the Alpha Holiday Bootcamp as well. If we grab, let's see, do I have like a template that I could use? I think I've got like,
Hey, look at you.
here. Don't worry, this was an example of a bad reel.
That's a video you're blowing up there.
This was an example of a not good reel that I used in today's example. But all right, and then we'll go into tra-la-la-la-la-la.
I love the 4 pixels in the image in the background.
The 4 pixels in the background. Oh. Okay.
Feels like a 1990s ad on the side of a page that you're not supposed to be on.
No.
It's like blowing up in your face. Congratulations, you won.
Whoa. Okay.
I
Cool.
don't think we're using that right.
Cool, but I could do a lot of that myself. Okay. Text to video, dream up your video and turn it into reality. This
Okay. This won't have any use for a lot of these people, but
I'm intrigued. Okay, I don't want to do their example. I want to do my own.
yeah. Nightmare Wizard casts a spell.
Okay.
Spell at the princess's cat. That's not how you spell that. At the princess castle.
At the princess castle?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let's see it. I have a feeling this is going to be terrifying.
I have a feeling it's going to be terrifying too.
I
I
don't
really hope their not safe for work filters work well.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I cannot think of any applicable uses for this for you guys. So far, the magic morph is, I mean, you could do the animating slides for like your reels and stuff, but this one in particular.
I really can't think of any. I mean, I'm sure somebody can think of a use.
I'm sure that there's somebody.
Could be useful for scenes to put your product in. Yeah, you could make something in the background. When you do stuff like this, try to avoid people. That's the reason that I went with a person, because normally
they're terrifying.
They're terrifying. Hands in particular are usually pretty bad.
Well, in the meantime, what's this one?
Excuse me.
Text to image, turn your ideas from text to. So this is just what, a normal.
Again, but could be useful for making a background.
Okay, so is this just a normal like AI tool? This looks like the video one.
They just used the same example. Just try it out. Try it out.
Fine, I will try it out.
Text to image.
Okay.
What would you like?
I'm gonna use a prompt that our daughter gave us when she was 3 years old, and that was a potato that farts its way all the way to outer space.
That would seems like a video prompt.
That's okay. She actually her original story was a potato that farts its way all the way to Potato Town, but I figured the outer space might be easier for it to generate. Let's go see if our video is done. Oh my word.
The canvas is the wrong size. Can I resize it?
Not, you have to do it in the switcheroo there.
But I don't want to lose our video.
You won't. It's already in the project.
So I click magic switch. Why don't you do it?
Just type in YouTube thumbnail. Okay.
Sure. Continue. So we lost my... Oh, okay. Cool. Here, no, I got this. You're slow.
You say that after you just farted around like a wet grandpa that whole time.
Like a wet grandpa. Okay, so his face is nightmare fuel. He has 2 mouths, 1 closed eye, 1 open eye. Nightmare Wizard.
That was it?
That was it.
He didn't cast a spell.
And I feel like we have some copyright infringement going on in the back here. That looks a lot like they stole that from
Disney.
Disney. Yeah. Okay, that was terrifying. Let's go over to our. Okay, now that.
Whoa.
However, I like that guy.
No, the bottom right. That is just great.
That's how you feel when you wake up in the morning after drinking all night.
None of them are farting, though.
None of them are farting.
This would not pass our daughter's.
This guy's in a garage that's also outer space.
Oh, I thought he was in a spaceship. These are actually a lot more detailed than a lot of the like random AI generated images I've seen.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
I don't know what this weird planet with a metal ring around it is, but
Yeah. Okay. Were there any other tools?
stinky lines around that potato. I didn't see the stinky lines.
Stinky lines.
This one. Yeah, he's got stinky fume. Oh no, that's not the fumes. That's supposed to be like the galaxy in the background.
I don't like that texture. He's too textured. I hate
It's so it's that when the AI makes a picture and it's more textured than reality. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Magic edit to replace or edit images with a short written prompt. Wasn't this from their last update? I thought. Brush over the entire handbag and click continue on the left toolbar. Write fluffy faux fur in the box under. Okay, so
Don't do the whole handbag. Just do some of it.
No, it says to do the whole handbag.
But maybe I just want some of the handbag furry.
Well, we'll do what it wants us to do, and then we'll do our own nightmare stuff.
Shutters and too much texture.
Okay. Let's see. Write fluffy faux fur in the box under describe your edit. Describe your what? Okay, continue. Okay. Fluffy faux fur. Give it a color. Fluffy pink.
Pink fur.
Oh, okay.
Faux is irrelevant.
You're right. You're right. Okay. Let's see what it gives us. In the meantime, what prompt do you guys want? Okay. I mean,
it did it.
It did it. It did do it. It did its best. Okay.
Can you not do your own images yet?
Where's?
Doesn't look like you can do your own images yet.
Okay. Can we? Yeah. Okay. So.
Got it.
Let's do a picture of me. Oh no! Let's turn you into something here. We'll do This is our thumbnail from today. Okay.
You cut my mustache off.
No. Oh yeah.
Yes, you did.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we need, what? Is it the magic eraser? Is that what we just used?
I think so.
Or is that something else? I don't know. Let's get rid of you. Let's just eliminate you from the equation. This is my divorce right here. Okay. And then... No, I'm not. No!
Oh, no!
No!
She's left me for the thumb man.
Wait! 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 Wait, I can fix it.
Hey, there I am, except for a little puff of hair up there.
Hey! Hey now.
She's left me for the thumb man. That's pretty cool, except for the weird thing it did with your shoulder there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I could see this being useful if you've got like your kid goes to prom and then they break up with the person and you don't want the person in the nice picture of your kid. Like, hey. I mean, I've got some pictures I wouldn't mind removing some people from.
Me too.
Yeah, get rid of Mark and all my pictures just so I can...
What did it do with that? What is that orange there? Why did it add orange?
I don't know. It's doing its best, okay?
It's doing its best.
All
For
right.
an introductory tool, that's not too bad. That's pretty cool.
That wasn't the magic edit tool,
No, that was
though.
magic eraser. You just picked the wrong one.
Okay.
Hit reset.
Reset.
Reset tool edits. There we go.
Okay.
I
just want... Yeah, I just went out of that tool. Okay, so what do we need? We need. What if we do
Yeah,
our?
give the potato.
Can we make him furry? Can we do that to the?
Why is it always fur with you? There's so many
'Cause
other
that's
things
the-
you could do.
What? Okay. Magic.
Edit?
Yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will. What do you want to do to him? It's your choice.
I don't know.
Potato Daddy's choice. What do you think?
I don't know. You do. Just do whatever you want.
Put
Just do whatever you want.
ham texture.
Ham texture.
Yeah,
Nah, my favorite is wrinkly skin.
like ew, he's gonna be really gross.
He is going to be really gross. He's going to look exactly like what you think he's going to look like, but it's YouTube safe.
He's gonna look like a
A boy thing.
yeah, like a
Yes.
like a thing.
Like an old boy.
Oh no, it's
that
not.
didn't do what I wanted
he
it
just-
to do. It just dusted him with Oreo.
He just kind of looks a little
Cancel.
dirtier.
Let's try that again.
You could, yeah. I don't think you have to be super precise with it.
No, I don't think so either.
Okay.
All right, what do we want to do?
Polka dots. Somebody said polka dots. Purple polka dots.
Purple polka dots. They
Yeah.
spell polka dots, right? It said I misspelled that. Did I misspell it?
I think it's 2 words. And someone said give him a mohawk. Purple polka dots.
And a green mohawk.
Okay. All right. Okay, I could see. What if you like had a picture?
Oh no!
That's
What is this?
That's not even close to. Oh my.
Look at the hands.
Ground baby, ground baby, ground baby, ground baby. This is. I'm disturbed.
Generate new results. Try that again.
Yeah, we'll give you one more shot. Magic, whatever you are.
What in the heck happened here?
Why is it all babies? What's wrong with this leg?
And it's shark teeth.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness, guys.
Okay. This to me feels like a tool that would be fun to like play with while, I don't know, like on date night with your spouse or something. Is that a cat?
It's like a cat, yeah.
Like maybe you have a couple drinks and you do this, but I don't see this. I mean,
This looks like the logo for what was it?
Warheads?
No, like Nickelodeon. What was the kid with like the yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea. Okay, I'm done with that. Let's
This
do
whole stream, dude.
magic grab. Select and resize the hot air balloon. Okay. All right, click magic grab. Okay, and then what? It's just
Hey, check that out.
okay.
That's actually pretty sick.
So let's do it with uploads, and let's do.
I'm curious though.
We'll do it with this lovely picture of me.
Yes.
You guys like that? Is that pretty? And then I will do
Magic grab.
magic grab. I mean, it's really just their background remover. I'm kinda, right? Oh, but I'm not in the background anymore.
Yeah, they
So it's-
they have taken move you. I want to see what it did with the background. That's eerie. Oh, other than it had a real hard time with the bricks over here, but the garage itself, it did kind of an okay job with.
What would it do if we were both in the picture? So like, I'll just like pull it to here. I'm just curious, like how much will it do? Okay.
You know,
I don't
TBH.
I don't know what it said here.
Released AI do not like.
AI do not like.
AI do not like text. I'm curious if this would. I'm actually not gonna say that. Never mind.
Let's grab a random. Trying to find one that's a little bit more complex in their like stock. Here, this might be good, like representation of a product photo. Oh, it's got a big shadow. That's okay.
Yeah, but see if it grabs it.
Okay.
Might be good for something like background removal. Yeah.
Wow.
See?
Hey,
Because then you
now.
could take that, put that on a different background, and voila, you've got a product picture that includes the natural shadows.
Hey, now.
That's pretty sick.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
I'm curious. Go up. Grab the one with multiple people and see what it does.
Okay. Let's see. That was fast. Whoa.
They were in water the whole time.
Wait, like, yeah, that's like some flood water. There's some pond scum in there. I mean, this is pretty cool. I don't know.
You could go in and just fix all the little things that it missed. Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty dope.
Can you type in necklace?
Necklace. Yeah, I'm curious what it'll do here. It seems to be pretty good at figuring out what the focus of the thing is. Hey, wow. That could save so much time.
And then can you type in 3D cube?
3D cube.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you'd have to play with it more, but like you get what she's going for there.
Yeah, like okay, I can jive with this one. I actually kind of like this magic grab tool. Out of all of them, this one's been my favorite because it's the only one that I think that has a use for you guys. And then use AI to generate and extend any scenery.
And no, guys, these are Pro Tools.
Okay. Select size from the left toolbar. Okay. Is it just going to expand the image and make it bigger? Like if there isn't enough scenery in the image?
Like, is it gonna?
Yeah.
Let's see what it does.
I think that we can use this tool.
I don't think this one's gonna work very well. I'd be really interested to see what it actually does.
Can you type beach?
Beach.
Is that, yeah, magic expand.
Whole page.
Let's see what it does there as well. Okay. So, yeah, that's...
It's done its best to expand it along. Okay, I see what it was going for.
Very interesting.
I think you'd probably have to generate results a few dozen times before you got something perfect for something this detailed. But
I just thought of a good use, though. For example... Here,
seems like it'd be similar to the zoom out option on Midjourney.
I've never used it. We've
never used Midjourney.
Let's go in and find one of my product photos. And then there's a couple mock-ups that I have that I just don't like how they were like composed. They're too zoomed in. This particular one. Let's see if we can expand out these leaves, because I don't like how close this sweatshirt is to the perimeter of the photo. And I was just thinking how I would have really liked them to, because I can't make this into an Instagram story or anything.
Joke's on you. This whole stream is an ad for your Etsy shop.
Is it
Why did it put it in a bowl?
Is on a pizza?
No, looks like it was supposed to be like a wicker bowl. Or why did it put it in a bowl?
This one's
that one's okay. That did a really good job, actually. That's okay too.
Yeah,
that's the only one I would use, but
all right, that's pretty interesting. I could see. I'm gonna do one more. I'll do me and Taylor. I'm pretty fascinated by this one as well.
Yeah, the last one I think is the most useful, but this one I could see having some practical application too.
This one
oops, I took that picture a little bit too much. I cut it off.
Right, or I can't get the aspect ratio. Okay.
Okay, if nobody was looking, they probably wouldn't notice. That background down here is a little melted and whatever's going on up here is a little nightmarish.
Yeah, this plant's pretty scary as well. But I mean, all in all, not too terrible in my opinion. Again, I see this being really useful for, oh God, where's this one? Let me go into uploads. And if I wanted to make an Instagram story, we'll say with
375 Frosty.
Let me
20 minutes.
Let's see. I want to make an Instagram story with this picture of me in this sweatshirt. But if I wanted it to be a story, I would have to cut it like this, and then you wouldn't see the whole product. So in reality, I would want the product more like this size. Right?
Yeah.
And then
Let's see what it does. I have a
Magic.
feeling this one's not going to be good.
I could do it here and make it, see if it'll do my leg.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what it'll do for your legs.
Okay. I have a feeling it's going to cut them off because I think it only said expand landscapes. I don't think that it said, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. If not, I'll redo it with me closer to the bottom. Actually, I think that it'll probably give us a decent idea though. Hey.
What in the world? The color's a little off, but
Yeah, my legs definitely aren't that color. No, this is actually.
no, it is. The blue is different.
I'm
Like
wearing black buttons.
there is a visible line.
Oh, there
where
is a visible line.
where the color changes. You know, though, that did a really good job. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. That did a really good job. It even made the bottom where the fence is kind of dirty.
And
Because it knows that the bottom of the fence is supposed to be dirty. That's crazy.
And you know what else? Is that when we took all these product photos of me in front of this fence, the fence stopped like right above my head and I had to like not use a bunch of the images
Let's see what it does when
because
you're scaled down this far.
there wasn't enough space above my head. So I just didn't use those photos. If I would have used this tool, I could have used all those photos that we took.
I made you really small just to see what it does.
Okay. Let's see. What do you guys think? Are you digging these? I think that they're like, I don't know. 2 of them have been very impressing. The rest of them haven't been that great. But the ones that
It- You haven't broke like this on stream before.
Oh my god. What else is there? Click through the other ones. Oh
What is this?
no.
Your nankle.
My nankle. Can
Your nankle.
can I see the other ones?
Okay, that one's not. If the wood matched up, that one wouldn't be bad.
Except I've only got one leg.
No, the other one's up here. You've got it kicked back.
Oh, okay. They're so long.
I didn't quite get the skin color right there.
I was gonna say those are not Caucasian legs. If you haven't noticed, I am a
You're
delicious shade
jumping.
of pasty white.
You're skipping while drinking. Your legs are so short.
Oh.
Okay. This wasn't supposed to be a comedy stream, so let's
I'm can wait. Wait. You know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this right up at the top. And I'm gonna change this to blue blah, 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 blah. And then that's gonna be my no context Instagram story. I'm gonna post it on my professional Handmade Alphas account. And only those who watch today's stream will know what it's about and can laugh at it. So I have no idea. Okay, I'm good to. I'm gonna post this in my stories right now. Wow.
Hey, can we get a link to your new Etsy shop? Can't find it.
Can you pull it, Mr. Moore?
I'll think about it.
And you guys are free to follow if you want to check out the marketing for that. I'm actually following the Handmade Alpha Holiday Bootcamp for the marketing for our new Etsy shop. So I'm doing the marketing along with you. If for any reason you want to follow our Instagram and kind of keep an eye on that marketing and study what I'm doing over there, it
I
is.
can't find it, honey. That's not it.
It's just Books and Cold Brew. Brew. Books and Cold Brew. Yeah. Okay. And then I will post this lovely photo to my stories with no context for all of your enjoyment.
No, it's not coming up when I Google it. No matter what I do, it's not anywhere.
Isn't that nice? Okay.
I need the actual direct link to the shop if you want me to post it.
It's etsy.com/shop/books and cold brew. You're putting brews. That's why.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I don't know.
You're doing something stupid that you're not really doing.
I don't know why it's not working, but you guys can head over to my our Instagram. I'm pretty sure that our Instagram is also, yeah, it's just Books and Cold Brews. Books and Cold Brews. Shop is Etsy. Here's the link. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, because I had to put the direct shop link in to get to
Oh.
it because it doesn't show up any other way.
Oh, I don't know why. There we
There you
go. Okay. Is that it? Is
Is
it
that? Is it that?
Is it that?
It is that. You've been shut down? Question mark? No.
No? Well, we were just in there yesterday.
It
Okay.
would be pretty stupid to shut down an Etsy influencer.
I mean, they might.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
they'll get another angry email from me.
All right, there's the link. Feel free to check it out. Again, I have to say it like a gazillion times. Otherwise, I know eventually I'm going to have somebody say something about it. Michelle and I are officially licensed. That means that we have permission from each of the authors and we pay
Or
them.
their label, or whoever is in charge of selling their books.
Right. We pay them a commission on every single sale that we make. We're officially licensed by Jennifer Armentrout, which her collection's in our shop now. Sarah Moss, she's author of Court of Thorns and Roses, Crescent City, and Throne of Glass. We're officially licensed by the author of Zodiac Academy, but I can't remember her name. Chloe Panoranda, the author of An Heir Comes to Rise, and a couple more that we haven't made merch for yet. But when
And
it
some
comes,
that she's not allowed to talk about because they're super picky.
I'm allowed to talk about them. I just can't. They
Advertise.
don't want their books used in any of my video tutorials for YouTube for some reason. I don't know why.
Whatever. They don't have control over that anyway.
I mean, I'm not gonna do that though. But either way, guys, if you have questions, feel free to get them in the chat. If you've
Yeah.
got any questions about,
Doesn't have to be about the topic at hand. Any Etsy questions, live
Sure.
questions.
yeah, if you've got questions about the legal licensing process or anything about our new shop that we just opened, I'm happy to answer those as well. Michelle is actually the one who has been handling all email communications with all of the authors that we have been licensed with. So
We love
if
you, Michelle.
we love you, Michelle. If you have any specific questions that I can't answer, she would probably be happy to answer those in our Facebook group, but I'll let you know if it's something that I don't have the answer to. But yeah, did we have any questions? It's kind of a small stream today.
250 people.
Yeah. I don't know. I really like these the two Canva tools, the expand and the magic grab.
How do you do the legal licensing?
How do you do the legal licensing? Most of for us, it's authors. You're not going to be able to go and get licensing from Disney. You're not going to be able to go and get licensing from the NFL. You're not going to be able to go and get licensing from most big TV shows, for example. You're probably not going to be able to go and get licensing for Harry Potter or Twilight or The Witcher or Hunger Games or any series that has a big like production TV show or, movies associated with them because they've already kind of signed over the rights.
They've set the bar.
Exactly. For example, with Jennifer Armentrout, we can only make paper products because Amazon is working on a series based on her books. And we can only do stickers because Amazon now owns the rights to things like sweatshirts and stuff. So we're not allowed to make anything other than paper products like stickers.
Such as Zodiac Academy. Yeah, she's
Yes.
licensed for that.
Yes, I can never remember the author's name of Zodiac Academy, but we are licensed for Zodiac Academy. So what you'll need to do is go to the author's official website, not the publisher, the author themselves. And they should have some form of contact tab where you can get a hold of them. And they typically will have an amount that you have to pay them. Sarah Moz, I believe we have to pay 20%. There's a couple other people who are licensed by Sarah Maz that I'm sure are in the chat. So feel free to let me know. I think it's 20%. She's our highest one that I think that we're licensed with as of right now. Chloe Pemiranda from the Air Comes to Rise series. I don't think she requested anything. She was just flattered that we wanted to create merch. I believe it was her that didn't want anything. So we're just going to send her a bunch of gifts, like, you know, a bunch of merch that she can keep. But yeah, just find their contact tab, reach out, tell them, you know, I sell this. I would like to create some products based on, you know, your blah, blah, blah series or, you know, these series. Can you walk me through the process of doing that? And you will usually not get the author. You will get their virtual assistant. But most of them are used to things like this. Now, the only book series that you're probably not going to get is Fourth Wing. If anybody's excited for, you know, the new Fourth Wing book.
Too popular.
It got too popular and they cut off licensing in July, which sucks because we put in our request in June and
right before. Yep.
And they had the request, so we tried to get them to, but I don't know. So that one we're hoping they'll reconsider. So yeah.
What's your favorite dessert?
Favorite
It
dessert?
really depends on if you're eating dessert on its own or if you're eating it after a meal and what that meal was.
Yeah, I think it really, man, it completely depends.
It really depends. Sometimes I go for cheesecake. You really can't go wrong with cheesecake. No matter what it is, I like an espresso or a decaf espresso with it. That's the way to go. But
yeah, if you could just give me a bowl of like whipped cream with some fresh like berries, like what we get at Fleming's, and a teeny tiny black like espresso with maybe like one sugar cube,
that's my go-to.
I'm happy.
Do you have anything special to get watercolor designs to show up well on apparel?
Yeah. So I recommend layering that design more than once. If your watercolor design has any like transparency, because you know that's just the nature of watercolor, it kind of, you can see the background through it. If there's any level of transparency there, it's not going to print with transparency. It's going to print just a little bit more faded. So if you have to layer multiple of the same design right on top of each other, and then you'll get a much richer print, if that makes sense.
In the boot camp, you make a story from a Canva template on your phone. Did you get it from Canva?
I make a story from a Canva template on your phone. Did you get it from Canva? All of the templates that I show you in the boot camp in Canva, those are all, which video are you talking about, Linda? Because those are all the Canva templates that you guys got for free. I just resized them into stories. Are you talking about the mug, the fox mug on the table, where I change the background and I make the leaves fall and stuff? That was just the original template that I had created for you guys. And I just click the resize button. So I show you how to do all that in that video, but feel free to be more specific if you know exactly what video it is.
We discussed loss leaders, thoughts on having items in your shop at break-even pricing, another driving sales tactic.
Again, you're not breaking even is not, how is that going to help you? For one, as the business owner, and for two, eventually you'll need to up those prices. And past customers are going to wonder, why was this so cheap to begin with? I mean,
it's just icky. Just don't do it.
I mean, it's not even that it's icky. You're just not making money. It sounds like a big waste of time. Like, don't price at the bottom, price at the top.
All of your, don't
like,
if it's a strategy to get people to buy things that isn't just like marketing your products or communicating to people, then it's probably not worth it in the long run. 9 times out of 10, it's best to just price all your products how you should price them and advertise your products. I mean,
yeah,
how
so
you would advertise them. Like,
the pricing strategy that we are currently using for our new shop is we're looking at our competitors that aren't Etsy sellers. We're looking at Bookish Box, which is probably one of our biggest, non-Etsy competitors. They are a huge company, but we're looking at how they're pricing their book themed sweatshirts and their book themed blankets and their book themed stickers. And we're pricing our products the same as them because we know that they're at the very, very top. And if we align our pricing right next to their pricing, then we are also going to have that higher brand perception. When you're looking at a low cost product, a lot of the time what you're seeing is a lower quality product, or you're assuming as the consumer that it's going to be a lower quality product. I never recommend pricing at the bottom because those perceptions that we have about pricing when we're comparing two products side by side, there is an entire demographic of people who are not priced focused. They're focused on quality. Mark and I are some of those people. I will gladly pay more if I know that this product is good, that
Yeah.
it is high quality, that it was from a person. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't price at the bottom. It's just not a good strategy, and it's not a strategy that you can build any level of longevity on.
Has anyone been asked by Etsy email to verify your identity? It happens from time to time.
Yeah, they've had a couple different methods of verifying identity lately, including like showing an ID. But if it's coming legitimately from Etsy, then I would just do what they say.
Who do you contact to get licensing for books? You can either contact the author directly. Bigger authors 9 times out of 10 aren't going to respond to you, or you can reach out to the publisher, the person that owns the right to the books. So
Yeah.
the publisher, they'll usually, if they have an email address, it'll be pretty easy to find.
We sent out probably, I've got a list of them actually. We sent out probably 30 to 40 requests to different authors, and I would say only half of them even responded to us. But the ones who did were great. They're like big books that we were excited to be licensed by.
And I will say, if you're not doing something in the bookish community or selling a product that has anything to do with books, there's no point in you even looking into something like this because it's not part of your industry.
Yeah, make sure that you know your industry. I would be really like mad if I saw a bunch of weird generic products related to a book and I could tell that you didn't read the book. Like, for example,
Yeah.
Hot Topic listed all those Court of Thorns and Roses products, and they're really generic and crappy.
Crappy. Almost everything Hot Topic does is crappy now. Do you recommend Canva over Kittl?
I didn't use Kittl. They actually
Never used Kittl.
they reached out to me and wanted me to do a partnership with them, but you can't buy me, yo. I'm not for sale. I don't do any of the paid sponsorship things because how annoying are they? I mean, someday maybe I will. Maybe I'll want that money, but
I mean, we get like 20 a week now. Like, no joke. We get, most of them are bull crap. Like, hi, I'm a random new Chinese company selling this random piece of plastic toaster. Would you like to test it out on your channel? But yeah. Go ahead.
but short answer is no, I haven't used it, but I do hear that it is comparable. So
Hey there, I'm restarting my Etsy shop and getting back to making the hanging kitchen towels. Do you have any advice for getting back up after a break?
yeah, I would definitely do things to encourage activity back into your shop because those listings kind of go stale after a while. Any positive history that those listings have is still there, but those listings kind of, I describe it as they go to sleep and you have to like jolt them awake so that Etsy begins recognizing that, oh, this person is back and now they're selling again. I recommend, don't immediately go in and like change all your SEO or anything. If those listings sold when you were around, then it's probably not an issue with your SEO if you're not seeing traffic when you get back. You likely just need to encourage activity back in your shop. Run a sale. Try to run a sale and see if that triggers some people to come and enter your shop. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained right now. If you've got social media, promote on social media and try to encourage people to enter your shop. Run a sale and post it on social media to encourage that activity in your shop. But if you're starting out, and you didn't already have a lot of activity to begin with, it's kind of just that slow, progression back up. You can add new products. That's more positive activity. Etsy's identifying that you're listing new things, you're back, you're ready to start listing again. Freshen up your listings if, your photos are outdated, if there's anything about them that can be changed in that way without, immediately jumping to your tags and titles. You can go in and make improvements there. Doing little updates, like updating your shop announcement, things like that. But really when it comes to bringing activity back to your shop, I recommend sales if you don't have a big social media following because you might show up in one of Etsy's promoted pages. And I would recommend, if you do have that social media following, posting either new products and advertising them on social media, advertising a sale on social media, just work on getting that traffic back into your storefront.
Where he had said Starla says price at 10%, so I'm changing and making more loss leaders. Shouldn't do loss leaders.
I am not a fan of loss leaders.
They're really scummy.
I mean, by definition, a loss leader is intended to deceive. That's what it's.
That's literally, in some places they used to be illegal.
Yeah.
Like it's really scummy.
I'm just not a fan of it. I mean, you guys can do what you want, but remember, think to the root of every decision that you make. What are you trying to do? You're making someone think that the product is cheaper than it actually is. Do you like doing that? Do you like making customers feel like that? Do you like when the feeling of customers looking and realizing that it's more expensive?
You are turning away people. I mean, it really just depends on the industry, but there are a lot of people, myself and many other included, that will click on something like that, see that it's a loss leader, and just immediately leave the listing, like irrelevant of what the product is.
It's just not a nice thing to do. So yeah,
I'm just kind of poo-poo.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of it.
Just talking about the books, do they look at your finances for commissions, or how do they know what they should be paid?
You know what? I don't think that they
don't. It's a trust thing where they can contact you at you're licensing through them, right? I'm sure there's different agreements that Michelle would be able to weigh on this more because she handled a lot of it, but
right.
But most of it is going to be on a trust basis, and I would assume that you probably have to agree to surrender any reports having to do with their products. If
we signed all the agreements and stuff,
it probably depends from person to person, label to label.
Sarah Maas, I think that we're licensed for so many products, and then we have to renew our license, I believe, in a year. So, but different authors are going to have different specifications. In terms of how they track it, I really don't think that they do. It might, like he said, be a thing where they request, a report. Again, Michelle's handling all of that. So if you do, really want the answer to that, you can tag her in the Handmade Alpha Facebook community. Michelle Badger. She's easy enough to find.
So since you're legally licensed, how did you display that on your Etsy listing page or notify Etsy? Any measures you took to prevent being shut down due to copyright? So for one, Etsy cannot shut you down due to copyright infringement. They can shut you down, but Etsy cannot remove your listings or anything of that nature. They cannot enforce copyright on their own. They do not own the copyright to those things. So Etsy doesn't do anything. You don't have to tell Etsy a thing. Other than that, putting things in listings.
Let's back up. It is the owner of the copyright who files the report.
I just said that.
No, you didn't. You didn't mention that part. It is the owner of the copyright who files the report. So Sarah Maas's team, for example, would be the one scouring through Etsy looking for shops that infringe. It's not an automated system. It is a person that is saying this infringes, this infringes, this infringes. Some of them do say that we need to put officially licensed in our listings in order for them to know. It's easy enough though. I'm sure that all of these authors have their own records of the names because they asked us for all of our links, all our social media, all the places where we'd be posting the products. We had to, we licensed for the Etsy shop. So if we open a website, we got to make sure that we update our information with them so they have our website link as well. And I would assume that as they go through that process of, flagging shops, they're likely cross-checking with what they have on record with their partners that they have. And in that case, they would put our shop link into their, big spreadsheet, I'm assuming they keep, and see that we're on there and that we're good to go. We plan to put officially licensed in all of our listings, even those that don't request it. And we also have a photo in our listings that say a shop of books and cold brew is officially licensed by Sarah Maas or by Jennifer Armentrout. So
it's just one of those things where, again, it's a trust system because realistically we've signed agreements with these people. So if they were to just suddenly up and get our shop shut down, they would be liable for a lawsuit against them as well. So anyway, people are talking about loss leaders, talking about what they are. And Daniel had said, what's a loss leader? Frosty Lab was talking about it. So the way that we're describing loss leaders isn't technically correct. What a loss leader really is in business is where you sell one thing really cheap and then you offer other things at higher prices. So say I don't know, maybe I sell TVs that have cassette players in them and maybe I sell cassettes for $1. You come into my store expecting to buy that. You walk out with a $5,000 TV. That's more like what a traditional loss leader is. When it comes to Etsy, that's not really what we're talking about when we're talking about that. When we're talking about loss leaders on Etsy, we're talking more specifically about, it's usually clothes, where somebody will say, okay, well, here's this shirt, and that'll have a price that's like $7.95. And you're like, wow, that's a great deal for that shirt. And then you click on it, and that's for like the extra small baby size. And then you go up to the adult size, and it's $45.99. That's more what we're referring to. That's not technically a loss leader. That's not what a loss leader is. A loss leader is a cheap product that you buy or that you offer that gets people to come look at your shop.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're referring to when we say loss leader.
If you're specifically talking about just listing one product in your shop by itself at a low cost,
whatever, that's your prerogative. It's still,
yeah. I mean, if you want to, it's fine, but it's all these little schemey, like little things like, oh, here's this cool little scheme. Here's this cool, like no legitimate big Etsy businesses, if you go into the top sellers report in eRank, none of them are doing stuff like that.
No, it's scummy. It feels scummy.
It's just such a weird way to spend your time. Like if it works for you, cool, I guess, but I would be investing way more of my time into learning other things. I'm just not a fan of it.
I watched another YouTuber talk about Etsy, and they stated not to share your shop on your YouTube videos because it can mess up your conversion rate. Is that true? Yeah, we hear this stupid conversion rate crap. Tell me where and anywhere on Etsy that they say that your conversion rate affects how your products sell.
Okay, so we covered this during the eRank live stream yesterday. Even Anthony Wolf, CEO of eRank, literally his entire job is understanding Etsy's algorithm. Even he said that's BS. I don't care who these YouTubers are or what happened in their shop when they did it. There are too many factors that play in to how you sell on Etsy to say, especially since Etsy tells us that conversions from search have an impact on our search ranking. So for example, if I searched for, blue Fox pencil case on Etsy, and I clicked on this listing for this blue Fox pencil case, and I clicked right back off of it, that would tell Etsy that when people search for blue Fox pencil case, maybe this isn't what they have in mind. So my blue Fox pencil case over time, if a lot of people click it and click off of it, it might start to rank lower in search for the search term blue Fox pencil case. This has nothing to do with sharing your links on social media or on YouTube. No. Because, okay, first of all, let's think logically for a minute. Why would Etsy penalize a seller for bringing traffic onto Etsy?
That doesn't make any sense. Even if they don't buy your product, they're probably going to buy somebody else's.
That's what Etsy wants. They want traffic to their platform. Second, why would Etsy introduce the Share and Save program where we are asked to share our social media links if they're going to penalize us? There are a lot of coaches who base everything that they teach on anecdotal evidence, which is evidence that they have acquired through running tests in their one shop. Anecdotal evidence is not scientifically conclusive. You cannot take your singular results and quantify that into, a lesson that should be applied to all sellers when there are so many factors that influence every single seller differently behind the scenes. So what we do and what we strive for on our channel specifically is Mark and I work at eRank. eRank has hundreds of thousands of users. And through eRank, we're able to get a good overhead perspective of sellers, of the marketplace as a whole, of the very biggest sellers on Etsy, the ones who make the most money, the ones who make the most daily sales, the ones who have the most all-time sales. And I feel that, what we do here is based in a realm of data and factual content that can be sourced. For example, I can give you a source in Etsy's Ultimate Guide to Search that states that conversion from search influences our search ranking. But nowhere on Etsy do they say that the conversion rate of your entire shop as a whole that we see in our back end, if you go into your Etsy stats in your, back end Etsy dashboard, nowhere do they say that that specific conversion rate has any impact on your shop. It is just for your own reference. To further that, Pam Duthie checked with Etsy because we've had so many questions about it. And Etsy told her the exact same thing, that it doesn't have any impact. So I don't care who these gurus are or any, I don't care.
I wouldn't call them gurus. They're wrong.
I get this question like every week. I don't care what their background is.
God, we get this question every day in various places.
I don't care what their background is. I don't care how many sales they have. I don't care, if
matter.
If they're Etsy millionaires. Singular results in anything. You can't say that, this medication worked for one person that we tested it on, so now we're going to release this medication into the public. It doesn't work in any other area of scientific research. So why would it apply here? Well,
not to mention the fact that something like this could be bot attacked. I could say, go and pay some script kid $1,000 to write me a bot program that creates a bunch of accounts that maybe they're good enough to be able to figure out what specifically Etsy catches on bots. I send a bunch of bots to your shop and I tank your conversion rate. And then all of a sudden your conversion rate kills your shop. Etsy's not going to attach something like that. If a bot can attach to it and attack it, it's probably not affected by, or it probably doesn't affect your shop's performance.
Yeah. And I've had coaches message me and say, well, I disagree. And I'm like,
good for you. You disagree, but your disagreement is stupid and you're wrong.
I mean, people can disagree, but until they can give me, cite your sources. Don't
give me empirical evidence.
Don't send me a screenshot from your shop. Don't say, well, my students see this. Okay, I want like 1,000 screenshots from 1,000 different sellers of this exact same thing. And then maybe that might be enough for people like me and Mark and Anthony Wolf, CEO of eRank, and Pam Duthie to all sit down with this data and decide if this is enough to support this theory. But when people invent things or say something, if people say something that can't be cited within Etsy's Ultimate Guide to Search or any Etsy videos or articles, take it with a grain of salt and always ask them to cite their sources. If they say the source is my own shop, it should automatically be a red flag.
Yeah. You can say, I experienced this in my own shop. This is what I say, but don't call it a fact if you can't prove it.
Right.
If you use some stock videos in Canva to create a mobile video for Reels, is it possible to adjust positioning so it fits in the mobile video template?
Short answer is, well, I mean, you can drag it in and like grab it and pull it. I feel like there's like a complex layer to your question. You have to make sure that if you're doing it for like a reel or a story, the subject of that stock video has to remain in the center of that stock video. For example, if you've got one where like there's a dog sitting in front of the camera, but you throw a ball and the dog runs off like in arcs to chase the ball, there's no motion tracking capabilities that's going to allow that frame to follow and actually move, because ultimately we're taking a big video and we're looking at it through a tiny window. And unless you can make that window move, which I don't think Canva has the ability to do, you just have to make sure that you're finding a video that lines up perfectly.
Raven said that's what Magic Switch can be used for, resizing video too.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I've never played with that.
Why do you recommend Etsy overdriving traffic to your own site?
I have never said that.
Never said that. However, I will say, just as a personal opinion, we see how many people do well on Etsy or don't do well on Etsy. A lot of people. Even fewer of those people would do well on their own site, because you're also having to add in the factors of handling things like information privacy. You're having to handle things like your own finances and your taxes, and not to mention building, upkeeping, and running a website.
Not to mention SEO, your own marketing.
Because now you're competing with Google and Facebook and all of these other platforms. So we don't recommend one or the other. Go with what your skill set works with.
I recommend driving your own traffic to your website on social media. If you've got, that's always been what I've recommended. Mm-hmm. If you have an Etsy shop and a website and you've got a social media account, drive that traffic to your website. Use Etsy as your funnel in order to get people familiar with your brand, get them following you on social media, get them on your email list, because from there, any future marketing that they see will be from your website. You have to remember that Etsy is like having your business in a busy shopping mall. There are people walking around that mall. Traffic already exists on Etsy, and it is easy enough for these people who are already shopping to find you. Whereas on your own website, your little store is out in the forest, and you have to pay for the road signs that are going to point them in the right direction. And that could be through, through external marketing, like some Facebook ads or something. Yeah, you could do some free advertising, like you could do your social media accounts and things like that. But it's a lot harder. So I recommend starting with the Etsy shop, building up the audience, building up a social media following, building up an email list. And then from there, you can start kind of directing that traffic to your own website.
In that new shop, the sticker flat mock-up looks the same in most, but cropped a little differently. Do you recommend that consistency?
That's not a mock-up. That's my own photo.
Yeah, those aren't mock-ups.
Yeah, I took all of those photos.
Yeah, those are her pictures. I'm glad you think they're mock-ups, though, because that means she did it right.
Or does it mean that I did it wrong because it doesn't look real?
No, they're real pictures. She bought all those props. She spent like a day in the store picking out like a million little doodads to put in her pictures.
Yeah, that was just me like do. So if there's an inconsistency, I mean, the sticker.
There's not an inconsistency. She just said it looks like they're cropped a little differently.
Because they're natural photos that I took by hand with my own props and stuff.
What about Buffy the Vampire? I know the author personally. Then
Sure. Yeah, totally.
However, the author probably doesn't own the rights to anything in the TV show. That's probably the network that aired it or the company that owns the right to the like leftovers.
That's true. Though it is an older series, so it might be easier to get licensing, but you'll have to talk to them.
Do you know why Etsy puts a digital shop in vacation mode for me to catch up on orders? I've done it twice now in a short time. So they've got a bug going on right now.
It has to be a bug.
Because we are seeing in the boot camp and in the HAA community, man, there are just tons of people posting that their shops are being forced onto vacation mode. I think it has something to do with they were talking about working on preventing copyright content from going onto the website and people selling content that doesn't belong to them. I think they're working on their system to catch little issues. And to be honest with you, it was probably just somebody who programs that stuff who fat fingered a wrong number somewhere and it just went haywire. Because this kind of thing seems to happen like once every 6 months to a year. Everybody's shops will just unanimously have a problem. And Etsy's like, yo, there's nothing going on. And the whole community's like, there is something going on.
That is story of Etsy.
That is just the story of Etsy. Unfortunately, it's probably just a bug and it's tagged you. So I don't know if it looks at you more because you've been tagged in the past. I wish I had better answers for you, but all I have is pure speculation. Is it too late to continue listing Halloween items in your shop?
It's a little late.
It's a little late for that, yeah.
I would start focusing on, if you haven't moved on to Christmas, like 4 months ahead is the standard.
Yeah.
4 months before the intended date, or holiday. Christmas shoppers are already on Etsy. You can check on eRank and see search terms for Christmas related products. They're all shooting up this month, or last month, I guess, because it would have been last month.
Yeah, this month is when they start to peak, and then November is when they get crazy. But you're gonna want to have some age behind those listings.
Yeah, we're just now getting our Christmas stuff done for our shop, and we're way late. So I would say that Halloween, unless you're a digital seller where they can download that stuff like right now, I wouldn't put a bunch of time into making a bunch more Halloween items.
When you renew an expired listing, does it get a tiny boost like a brand new listing does?
Yes, but just make sure that okay. So in that example, it's expired, you're renewing it. Cool. Yes, you will get that boost. Just don't try to game the system because, it used to be this like cool little hack that people would do where
renewing their listings every day.
Yeah, they'd select all their listings on the back end and click renew, and they'd pay the 20 cents, and they would pay the 20 cents for all of their listings every day to renew them because they thought that they could ride that boost. And Etsy caught on to that. And now that can actually end up, ranking those listings lower because Etsy sees that despite the fact that they're boosted, nobody's interested in them, which makes them fall farther and farther and farther. So, but if it's expired or, sold out and you just need to renew it, that's totally fine.
Is there an email where fantasy authors could reach out to you about potential merchandising with y'all's shop?
Yeah.
I'm sure that reach out to starlighthandmadealphaacademy.com with your
Yeah.
prompt and we can discuss it a little bit further because I imagine you're probably going to be sticking with relatively popular sources for the time being, at least as it starts up. Because what we don't want to do is have the shop just completely jam-packed full of stuff.
And not that we have any, we don't know who you are or anything about you. We will consider indie authors. Feel free to reach out though, because
Yeah.
Michelle will handle that. Because we were gonna put like my book in there too.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, that's you.
Yeah.
My 2 upcoming collections will be based and inspired by au pairs from the 1800s, 1920s. What should I know about the copyright? Don't know anything about that particular thing.
Yeah, you need to do your research. I cannot tell you. 1800s and 1920s should fall into the public domain. But I can't verify. So I would recommend hopping onto a site like justanswer.com, paying a couple dollars and talking to a lawyer.
Decaf espresso, what's the point? Physical and mental placebo are both very, very real things. And we go to bed at like 9 o'clock because our kid gets up at like 5 in the morning to go to school. So having dessert at night, I don't want to be drinking like 80 to 150 milligrams of caffeine an hour before bed. Are you just making these PNG images? I wonder if I should start marketing my floral drawings for POD.
Sure, that would be cool. Do some floral, like some little tote bags and stuff. Yeah.
How do you pick who to fulfill your Printify products?
So a lot of it's experimentation. Sometimes if we see 2 providers that look cool, we'll order from both of them. For example, this one is from, I can't remember.
Great advice.
Gildan Swift POD prints turned out really bad, so we updated to Cotton Heritage with, I can't remember, Cotton Heritage with somebody, and they turned out really, really nice. We're gonna do a big Printify haul video, like not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday after, and I'm gonna show some of the products that we got for our upcoming holiday collection. Where I'm going to kind of show how they printed. But for the most part, you should just order some samples and make sure that you're picking like the country where you want most of those products to ship from. So for example, we make sure that we sort by US providers specifically, just because we know that that's where a majority of our customers are going to be.
Aaron said also having caffeine before bed is helpful for digestion for anyone to know. I don't have caffeine 6 to 8 hours before bed because it disrupts your sleep. I cut off caffeine before 2 in the afternoon.
He's got bad insomnia.
Severe. Not bad, severe. I'm driving a lot of my own traffic to my shop. Did I skip one?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
But we'll do the Magic Owl Studio first.
Okay. I'm not making any sales. Is there anything I could do to jumpstart sales?
I'm driving a lot of my own traffic to my shop via my blog and socials, but I'm not making any sales. I mean,
that's one of those things where there's no way where we can tell why you're not making any sales.
It could, I mean, they're getting there and then they're not buying. Why aren't they buying? Could it be your photos? Could it be your pricing? Could your branding be turning them off in some way? Could you run a sale for a little while and promote through, your socials and blog with the sale running and see if things improve? Has it always been this slow or is it just now slow? Because right now things on Etsy have been really slow.
This whole year's kind of been slow.
Yeah. So lots of things that I would look at, but need a little bit more information in order to give like a good solid assessment.
It said I meant coffee, not caffeine. Yes, I agree. Fun fact, we don't know why coffee makes you poop. That's your fun fact for the day. Some people say caffeine, but that's actually not true. We know that caffeine does help with digestion, but for some people, literally just smelling coffee is enough to send them to the toilet. And we have literally no idea why. I've been trying to figure out how to get repeat customers. Should I make product selections broader or stay niche and encourage customers to buy my product, but in different designs?
So are you POD? If you're POD, it's a little bit harder, simply because you don't have a whole lot of capability for giving them a fantastic experience when they're unboxing their products. Make my product selection broader or stay niche and encourage customers to buy my product, but in different designs. This is another really hard question without more information. I mean, typically the best way to encourage repeat buys is to offer a phenomenal experience. And if you package your own products, making sure that you have reasons for them to come back in that unboxing experience, where maybe it's gift wrapped really special and you've got a cool little card in there that has a coupon code and maybe a handwritten note and, you know, all the fun stuff that we expect, you know, when we shop from Etsy. So yeah, that's probably the worst answer ever. Can you guys tell that we're getting towards the end of the
getting tired.
We're getting more exhausted.
I love hearing y'all's opinions. Love POD advice videos, but they're starting to feel culty like MLMs. That's just kind of the course industry anymore. It just feels like it's saturated by people who have got by on their looks until a certain point, until they stopped having the looks to get by.
Yeah.
What's the best advice for avoiding / dealing with scammers who send messages on Etsy? Delete.
There's no way to avoid it. It happens to everybody. Mark them as spam. And if that person has sent out like 500 messages to a bunch of shops that day, which they do, and a bunch of the sellers have marked it as spam, then Etsy will look into that individual and they'll start looking at the messages that are coming back as spam and hopefully will block them. But everybody deals with it. It's a big pain in the butt.
But pricing POD at average price shows on eRank. Should I price a little higher because otherwise I'm competing on price?
I would, because POD is so saturated that there are tons of people that are, you know, listing things as low as possible. What we're doing in our shop is we found our biggest competitor off of Etsy that actually creates like quality products. It's a book, you know, Bookish Box. They have phenomenal social media marketing and a phenomenal website and awesome products. And we also create POD products in our shop. So we looked at how they price theirs. That's what I would do. I would try to find a competitor that is similar to you, but that isn't necessarily an Etsy POD shop to kind of, you know, compare prices with.
Question is about interactive stories. Are you in Canva on your phone to get the images? I don't remember exactly. I'll watch it again.
Yeah, so you want to save the image and then pull it into your stories. I would download the Canva app. This is how I do it. Download the Canva app, download the image that you want for, you know, the day or your story, and then take it right from mobile over into Instagram so you can add your interaction tools.
Seems like the algorithm is in the midst of yet another change. My shop has been weirdly quiet, and listings that normally get no traffic have been. Have you noticed any changes?
Yeah, there is it's not you, it's Etsy. Etsy traffic has been bad. And we've actually got a screenshot that Anthony got of how Etsy traffic has just dipped. The positive side is that this time of year, Etsy traffic always dips. Actually, we're just now seeing it start to come back up.
Swoops. It does it kind of all summer and then like takes a deep dump dive right towards the end of summer.
Back to school season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everybody's busy.
But no algorithm changes that we know of. Nothing has been mentioned anywhere.
Yeah.
So
people are just hitting the edibles early and going to bed and not staying up all night shopping.
Etsy isn't really they don't usually make changes to the algorithm before the holidays. Not this close.
And they don't make usually major changes to the algorithm without announcing something. They kind of just refine things. All right, last question. What about doing family t-shirt listings where you have kid sizes too, not trying to do loss leaders?
It'll show whatever the lowest price product is. Unfortunately. So in that case, that would be, see, you tossed me a curveball. I don't have an answer. It will show whatever the lowest price product is, which, yeah, people are probably going to click that listing, assuming that that's how much the adult size products are. So I think it really just depends on how you do the rest of the listing in the thumbnail. Are you doing all of the different sizes together on the thumbnail to show that it's like family shirts? Otherwise, I would just maybe list them separately and then have something in your listing photos that says like, come to my shop for other sizes.
Miranda said, "Who told you my night routine, Mark?" Dude, it's the crafting community. I'd say at least half of the people here are taking the giggle lettuce gummies and then passing out with a half a bag of eating Cheetos. That's just kind of how it is.
We see you guys.
We see you.
We follow your social media
and we love
accounts.
you, and we know why you're sleepy every day.
We see the things you post on your Instagrams. We know.
It's all good.
All right, guys. We're so tired. Thanks so much for hanging out. This was a really weird
Thank you for
stream.
your donation.
Oh, thank you. I hope that you guys enjoyed, looking at these tools with us. Yeah.
We'll probably have more energy next week because we'll be leaving literally right after the stream for our anniversary trip.
Yeah. This week has taken a lot out of me doing the
This
holiday.
boot camp's been a rough one, I'll be honest.
I'm very tired. I have worked way more than I should be. And I still probably am going to be working all night because I've got one more video to edit. But we love you guys. We hope that those of you who took the boot camp have enjoyed it. Boot camp attendees, make sure that you mark Sunday on your calendar. We'll be sending you a link for a private YouTube stream where you're going to be able to get in on your live coaching call. That's going to be at the same time the Friday B normally airs, noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. UK. And yeah, Handmade Alpha Academy is our next big event. That's going to be December 1st. Enrollment is going to be from the 1st to the 10th. If you want to learn more about my coaching program, link to that, waiting list and all the details is down below.
December launch is my favorite launch. People are always so awesome around December because they're so chill.
Yeah.
A lot of the times with the June launches, it's people who want to get in and like get to work, but the people in December are just like, I just want to get in the course and talk with y'all. I'm gonna start it in like February. See, have a great weekend. Happy anniversary. Which one? Well, we are in our early 30s. How long do you think we've been married?
I'm
Why don't
31.
you take your guesses? I'm 32.
I think
Only by a few months.
I told him in one of my last videos.
I know. How long do you think we've been married? 31 and 32.
Yeah. Give us a guess.
Give us a guess.
I enjoyed the boot camp a lot. I'm a day behind, but we'll catch up
No, the
today.
boot camp itself is great. It's just
yeah.
it was such a large audience that the quantity of things we had to fix and issues and
Right. And
account problems and things is a lot more than
all
normal.
of my HAA students get it for free, and that's over 1,000 people. So you've got to consider that I've got all the HAA students and then the people who bought it. So it was it's been tiring.
Chandra and Moon Dice both got it. 13.
Yes,
13 years.
we got married when
We got 2 left.
I was 8. We got 2 left, and then we're calling it quits.
And we're done.
I was 18 and you were 19, right? Were you 19? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And we'd only been together for like 6 months. You about done? You ready to?
We've been together for 8 months. Almost 8 months. No,
We
you're
got
right.
together
It
in
was
February.
It was 7 months.
Yeah, we got together in February. End of February.
Worked out okay.
Yeah. I mean, you got a sugar mama
I
and
did get a sugar mama.
you get
You'd
to,
be a sugar mama if I didn't do anything. I still do stuff.
yeah, like the dishes and
Oh, shut up.
cooking dinner
Cooking
and
dinner.
washing clothes. My little housewife. He does more than that. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm freaking starving.
All right, guys.
All right, we love you guys, and we will see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Don't forget to check Instagram for my story, my horror story. My long legs. I posted it with no context.
See if anybody